The Antichrist is a Gentile. I have to say this consistently because many people try to raise the argument that the Antichrist will be a Jew. Now, I'm not going to show the name, but I'm just going to answer these statements. I'm going to skip the first point for now, but I'm going to go on to the next. John 5:43, Jesus warns, I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. If another comes in his own name, you will receive him. Ironically, this has been fulfilled multiple times in history and will happen again at the beginning of the tribulation. There have been different false messiahs that some Jews have followed. That, of course, didn't end up being the Messiah. When the Antichrist comes, he'll make a treaty that allows for Israel to sacrifice in the temple, which brings me to the next point. The contrast implies Israel will one day accept a false Messiah in place of the true one, which would be more consistent if he were ethnically Jewish, fitting messianic expectation. Here's the irony. If the Antichrist would fulfill Jewish messianic expectation, he would have to come from Bethlehem. He would have to come from Judah. His going forths would have to be from old, from everlasting. He would have to judge between the nations. He would rebuke many people. There will be great peace when he comes. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. This will be from Jerusalem. He would come with the clouds of heaven. Everybody would serve him. This is from Daniel. His dominion would be an everlasting dominion. That's just some messianic prophecy. If the Antichrist were to come and fulfill those in Jewish expectation, ironically, that would make him the Messiah, which we know that's not true. But did you know that's what Islam teaches? That the one that comes to fulfill this is the Dajjal, or who they call the Antichrist? Islam teaches that their Antichrist is a Jewish Messiah who claims to be God, who resurrects the dead, who has Jews to follow him, who wants people to call him Lord, who has a heaven and hell with him, but they say it's fake. About 60% of what they say about the Antichrist, who does that sound like? The Antichrist cannot fulfill Jewish messianic expectation because ironically that would make him the Messiah. There is only one to fulfill it and one who will finish fulfilling it. That is Yeshua, Jesus. He did it in the pattern of the Jewish feasts. Spring feast, fall feast, first coming, second coming. Jesus is Mashiach, not only over the restoration of the earth, but over our souls as well. The first time he came was to be Messiah over our souls. The second time he comes is going to be Messiah over the earth, which ironically, some Jews won't believe until they see him Messiah over the earth. Going back to this, he noted that Daniel said the coming ruler will show no regards for the God of his father. The phrase in the Old Testament refers to the God of Israel. So some believe that means he has to be Jewish. Some of you forget Ishmael, whose father was Abraham, and he and his mother had interactions with the God of Israel. Genesis 16, Genesis 17, Genesis 21. Ironically, through Ishmael, Islam comes. And if you guys have heard my teaching, Islam's savior, the Mahdi, I believe is our Antichrist. So many parallels. To learn more about identifying the Antichrist and his economic plan, the foundations of it, breaking the spirit of poverty and more, click the link in my story or bio for this month's 3-day class at the end of the month.